You've probably heard before the idea that to have a good conversation, you should listen more than you speak. And this is good advice. By the way, there's a cat as I'm recording this, so you might hear a cat meowing. It's not good at listening. Um, yes, so listening is more important than speaking when it comes to having a good conversation. We've maybe heard this before, but what percentage of listening, what percentage of speaking should it be? You naturally feel like it should be maybe 50-50. Ask a question 50% of the time, answer questions 50% of the time, and that would make a healthy conversation. That's not bad, but according to research, some researchers were looking into the success of sales, trying to sell something. And the most successful salespeople were the ones who spoke for just 43% of the time and listened for 57%. So it's almost 40-60, almost. So you spend your time speaking for 40% and listening for 60%, and that makes a good conversation. So more listening than speaking. Okay, sounds good. How do you do that? Well, there are 3 points. Number one, let there be silence. Silence is the space where conversation grows. In the same way that the words on the page are defined by the space around them, silence makes our speech clear. I'm just reading that. So having silence is necessary for words to come. I find this difficult actually, but I give a good point when interviewing or asking questions to somebody. It's best to shut up, ask a question and then shut up. And usually the other person will feel nervous and feel the need to fill the silence with their own words. And there you go. Okay. Number two, ask questions. Maybe you know that one. It's always a good idea to find out more information by asking questions, and that just forces the other person to speak. And the final point, my cat is yawning. The final point is empathize. Empathize means try to feel how the other person is feeling. Imagine yourself as that person that you're talking to. Work out why are they saying the things they're saying and what they believe. These are not easy skills, actually, but if you can master the art of listening more than speaking, you'll be very popular. If you ever go to a party, have you ever had the experience where you've talked to a really boring person? And a really boring person is somebody who talks about themselves all the time and never asks you a question. But the opposite experience, if you meet somebody who asks you many questions and is genuinely interested in the answers, you probably will have a great time, right? There's another idea I read somewhere that when you're speaking, you're not learning anything. When you're listening is when you actually learn something. I don't know if that's completely true all the time. In my job, I'm usually speaking a lot. Maybe I don't learn enough. I don't know. Anyway, okay, I got 3 questions for you to ponder, to think about. Number one, people say we should never discuss politics, sex, or religion. Do you agree? Number two, which do you find more difficult, speaking or listening? And number three, what topics are most interesting to you? What topics are most boring to you? Okay, have a think about these and good luck with your lesson. Bye bye.